his voice on
You should though. We gotta start teaching our kids though, just financial wealth and literacy and all that shit early, because by the time they get to 9th grade, they should be just learning how to start businesses and how to. But they don't really need to know how to read.
Wait, stop.
God, Lord have mercy, people. Who needs MAGA to take education out of schools when you got our own damn black people doing it? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Lamont Tyson back with another PBB News. That stands for Politics of Being Black News. We only got 2 subjects today. That dumbass comment Juelz Santana said, and I got reaction from my big brother Roland Martin. He was so flabbergasted, looked like he was about to lose some more strands of his hair. And then we got a mass exodus of the GOP following Marjorie Taylor Greene because they see the shitstorm coming of indictments, criminal offenses, charges. Some of these people is going to be in these Epstein files and they want to get in front of this thing. So let's go ahead and start with it. Let's say the Juelz Santana thing for the end because it's kind of funny even though it's sad. But let's go ahead with the mass exodus of the GOP. Here we go.
And here we have on the news, Megan Hayes. She further elaborates on the mass exodus of Republican members from Congress. Put up the clip.
Decide whether or not they're going to bend the knee to Trump or they're going to do what's right for their constituents. And if they don't bend the knee to Trump, then they get a flacking from the MAGA base. They get harassed online. They get harassed in their districts at town halls. And then they have a primary challenger that becomes extremely dirty and nasty. So I don't blame them for wanting to retire and not have to put up with that. They want to go there and do work for their district and for their constituents. And they're not being able to do that because Trump's agenda isn't working for them and isn't working for their constituents. So I understand why Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to leave as well. She can be a thorn in the side to MAGA, a thorn in the side to Republicans, a thorn in the side to Democrats, and make more money outside of Congress and probably be more effective.
So that's wild. If you're a MAGA politician and you earnestly want to go do conservative shit in Congress, if you do not bend the knee to this dementia-ridden, just thin-skinned egomaniac who is given a blowjob to some guy named Bubba, you're watching our national security just completely erode. All of our relationship with our allies gone. Europe doesn't trust us. There's no information exchange. The economy's in a free fall. He's investigating and trying to unsuccessfully charge people whom he has a resentment towards. This is not working, but we have to be super cautious because this man, he has gone into office and he doesn't ever have any deep plan. It's just, I want a quick win. Yeah, I want a quick win. I want to redecorate the Oval. I want to build a ballroom. Yeah, fuck it. Tear down the whole East Wing. Tear it all down. Let's do it. I don't care. What are they going to do? Throw me in jail? I'm never leaving here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you see this. Don't you for 1 minute think that Republicans have come to Jesus. They could have came to Jesus before the big ugly bill. They knew what they was voting on. They could have come to Jesus early in the Epstein files. The only reason these people are bailing now is because they know that their asses is going to lose. They're tired of being under the thumbprint of Trump. And some of them know that they might be indicted on criminal cases, not just the Epstein files, but other laws they broke while being in office, and nobody was there to check them. That's why they're leaving. And as you've seen with Marjorie Taylor Greene, when she went against Trump, that's when her life started getting threatened. Democrats have hated that bitch for years. She never had to worry about life threats. She never had to get security. The minute she goes against Trump, her life is in jeopardy. Does this not remind you of January 6th, ladies and gentlemen? Reminds me of that. And we need to do something about that because Trump is not that tough. If you was to drop Trump in the middle of one of these cities he keeps sending ICE on, no security, nobody to help him, his ass would be naked in a corner begging for help. He's not tough. He pretends to be tough, and he aligns himself with people that can protect him from the bad stuff that would happen to him. But I'm here to tell you people, his day of reckoning is coming. Post your comments and let me know why you think the GOP is leaving. It's definitely not their morality. So I want to know what you guys think. Last story, folks, we've got Juelz Santana saying that the only thing kids really need to have is financial literacy, not actual literacy, reading, And it's funny he would say that because look at how he spells his name. Did he miss out on literacy? Take a look. Here we go with the full clip.
Seriously though,
his voice on
you should though. We gotta start teaching our kids though, just financial wealth and literacy and all that. That shit early, because by the time they get to 9th grade, they should be just learning how to start businesses
These kids can't read
and how to. But they don't really need to know how to read.
Wait, stop.
I ain't gonna say that. I say that respectfully. I'm not saying that in a way to be literate, because you're not supposed to be illiterate, but you can.
What's more important, reading or math?
Math.
Told you.
Math. I think you could listen to a book on YouTube. You can still obtain the information. And you don't have to know how to read. That's not reading and understanding. I believe common sense is better than everything. I'm a common sense nigga. I'd rather have 0 book smarts and common sense, be able to read the room, be able to read life, be able to read people. I try to understand people, you know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, you can listen to a book. I just listen to the 48 Laws of Power. Not you.
You gotta read your contract, Els.
You don't have to understand. You can listen to that too. They got apps you can put it in and it'll read it to you. Are you crazy?
So I know that shit now. It's gonna say this is AI, bro.
Huh?
It's gonna tell you now, like, yo, this is
It probably will. AI will now. That's what I'm saying. That's how freaky it is.
You don't have to read. Shit can be told to you.
It'll be so. I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like you don't need to know how to read.
Floyd Mayweather don't read that shit.
At a restaurant. Like, it's mad shit you gotta read.
You saying that, you just gotta know what you like.
You know what I want.
You ain't gotta read the restaurant. You can just say, what is this, a steak joint? I want steak, nigga. What y'all steak come with? What y'all got? When the waiter come?
Reading way more important.
When the waiter come, you be like, what come?
Lord have mercy, folks. That shit was so ignorant. Jesus Christ. I'm going to give y'all my full breakdown on how I feel about it. Maybe he missed literacy, because you see how he spelled his name. He's supposed to be Juelz, like the jewels you put around your neck, Jewel, but he spells his names the fuck like this, and he's got the nerve to say we don't need, look at this shit, Juelz, and we don't need education. Listen to my big brother, Roland Martin, and what he had to say. It's kind of funny. It's sad, but it's funny, but take a listen.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to stand up for this dumb shit. How on earth can your ignorant ass say out of your mouth that we need financial literacy, but we don't need literacy? How? I think by the 8th, 9th grade, our folks should be launching businesses. Okay. How are you going to launch a business if you don't know whether you need an LLC, whether you need an S Corp, whether you're going to be an Inc? How do you even know what type of company you're going to have to launch?
Boy, my big brother Roland Martin lost 10 pounds and lost his hair on that one, man, because it's comical, people. We literally just had last week where Trump is trying to water down nursing education and all kinds of other degrees, because what he knows from a dictator's playbook, the dumber your people are, the less they resist the folks at the top, the less they will go search for information on their own. And I get what Juelz is saying about technology, but we still need to have the foundation of understanding how to read when technology inevitably fails. What if you're somewhere where you don't have your technology? What if you're somewhere where you can't use the technology? You think you can use technology in the courtroom? No, there's plenty of situations where you need to know how to cornball read immediately. And there's a saying that my grandmother told me, who was born in 1930, that she got from her grandmother, who was born in like 1856 or something like that. She told my grandma, because my grandma was complaining about trying to go to school. She didn't like it. She didn't see the need. Her grandmother told her, if you want Black people to know something, really not know something, put it in a book. Listen to that, people. If you don't want Black people to know something, put it in a book. Because people, first of all, they can't read in some situations, and then they don't want to read. Now the desire to read in this day's population is gone, and you've seen the Trump administration want to take everything out of education that can help people be smart, independent, critical thinkers on their own. Now we'll flip to MAGA, the folks in the churches and all that bull jive. They don't want to be smart. They don't want to critically think. They live out in the hinterlands. They don't understand diversity, equity, and inclusion. They just stay in their little church bubble and believe whatever the hell Fox News feeds them. Don't have the intellectual intelligence to go look it up, don't want to read it, and in some cases probably can't read it. And we got Juelz Santana, our own Black folks, telling folks we don't need to know how to read. Come on, man. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this. And hopefully he'll come back and say, oh, y'all got it wrong. Literacy, we need it. I meant to say math is just more important than reading. We need them both. But then, you know, he might stand on 10 toes down. Nobody need to know how to read nowadays, which is complete poppycock, folks. One of the ways white people was able to get ahead of Black people during the Reconstruction was because a lot of them knew how to read and a lot of us didn't. And a lot of us didn't want to learn how to read because we didn't see the need for it. Here we are hundreds of years later. We got a rapper who doesn't spell his name correctly, as if he didn't get reading lessons, telling people not to learn how to read. If you're an educator and you hear this, no matter what level, whether it's early child care education, preschool, or whether it's elementary school, whether it's a college professor, this should make you mad. And it should make you show it to someone so that they understand just how dumb this sounds. He says this and can't spell his name right. So folks, post me your comments. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. Read, people. Read. Reading is fundamental. It's what separates you from those who just let other people inject stuff into their veins via the Fox News bubble, the Trump bubble, the MAGA church bubble, and don't really know how to get out of their own bias because they're not willing to read what is the real truth. And until that next Sex is Hell video, y'all know how we get out of here.
Somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body. Somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body. Somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body.